I just don't know about the beginning of pretty much was something like the screenplay. First episode, 79. No, my bad. 69. I just noticed on God of War and Total Edition, and I noticed there's like the thing. I have updated it, so not updated it, but I got a wish was starting from episode 50 and higher, something like this series, when it's like episode 70. It will be going by, instead of the Baka plays Dragon Age, number, whatever, or God of War, or whatever, instead of just Baka plays God of War episode, whatever that episode is. And that's how I'm doing the recording, I'm starting it every time. So every series until before something like God of War wasn't good until episode 50 and it's only good until episode 70.
This ball is a waste of time, like all Orlesian foolishness.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
find the Venatori collaborator and get out of here.
Ooh, I forgot. Daniel's romancing Cassandra.
I don't suppose you'd like to dance, Lady Cassandra.
Now? This is hardly the time. We're here to find a killer, not dance.
Ah, you can hear it in her voice.
Have you witnessed anything noteworthy?
Nothing yet. I will let you know.
You don't seem to care much for the ball.
Orlesians pretend their petty squabbles are a game. Yes, let us treat murder, corruption, and deceit as delightful amusements. How wonderful. We are here to save Empress Celine, and it galls me. Why does she merit our protection?
Jesus.
The Empire would be better off without her. Gaspard is the leader Orlais needs in this crisis.
I think so.
You support the civil war?
Of course not. Chaos is what Corypheus wants, and we must oppose him. Were it up to me, however, I would let Celine fall and Gaspard take the throne. He would see the true threat, not spend his time throwing balls and writing letters.
Maybe that's what we need.
Stay alert.
I'll be...
That is what we need. Oh, so that's it. I'm gonna go find Bear. And go join them, see what they are. I saw this really fast one. Done. Doing it? Nope, can't. Trying to get as much XP as possible. Hey, little ladies.
We are not serving drinks. Order someone else. The package is in the guest wing. Upper room.
The one of the garden. Statuette.
Oh, it's a little bit.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Ooh. Look at all these golden ones. Jesus. Something over here.
We have confirmation.
Interesting. Boring.
We have confirmation. Give the signal.
At once.
Should be something missing.
Just gossip.
So it's long. Look at that thing.
Gaspard is... Interesting.
Let's listen to more of it.
Good to know.
Anything here? Oh, another cocktail. I played with this, I think, Dragon Age 2 introduced it.
Well, well, the Inquisitor. Here as a guest of my nephew, no less. I'm curious.
What Gucci, nigga? parties, man.
I didn't know the Grand Duke was your nephew.
He's my brother's eldest boy. Always a difficult child, Gaspard. Never listened, never did what he was told. He was raised a prince. All his life we told him he would be emperor. It was his destiny, his duty. What else should he do with his life, if not fight for his destiny?
Yeah, that's true.
Have you noticed anything strange this evening?
My niece Florian hasn't spoken to me all evening. That's not like her.
That's the youngest one. Interesting. She's acting
What
like
can you
that.
tell me about the Civil War?
If you are hoping for insight, you've come to the wrong man.
Hmm.
It's war. It is brutal, and terrible, and sometimes necessary. There's nothing more to say.
Another time, my lord. Just gossip.
It's open.
You don't want to be here, stranger.
Yeah, bud. And no one says anything. Especially the Illusions, who's the can.
He hasn't made the pickup. It's been hours.
You went into the servants' wing. Nobody's come out of there all night.
I'll tell Briala we have a situation.
Servants. That's where the once I forgot I saw him somewhere. This, right? Where was he?
Did you hear what Gaspard said to Duke Germain? His own uncle.
Germain bore his nephew's spite better than the rest of the council. Did you see that panicked attaché roaming about?
Damn it. Where?
Well, well. What's this?
Ramshaw investigation crews, Clara, kitchen staff, entry servants main by the main gates there, undirty. Renan, underburger, enter servants wing, call 245. Sophie, chamber maid, enter servants wing from hall B22. Mariah, footman, enter servants wing 5, main stand 345. Diallo, we need support down there. Something's gone wrong.
Did I see you talking to Duke Cyril de Montfort?
Was merely being polite. Unlike some people.
Don't give me that. I've seen the way he looks at you. This way is closed. Please, use the main entrance to the ballroom.
Open this one.
My Lord Inquisitor!
Your boy?
May we have a word? It is very important.
The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
Oh, I thought I was getting hit on. Dang on, Nabbit. God dang, Nabbit. I think that's where I said that's a part. The very different.
How can I be certain this message is from the Empress?
We three wear the masks of House Valmont.
They
feel like
signify
they're
that we
looking
are
good.
public faces of the Empress. They are also extremely fashionable.
She's like, yeah.
I'm always honored to hear from Her Majesty.
You gotta play the
Oh, she is the honored one, Inquisitor.
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in his holy endeavor. She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspard is defeated.
That's lit. And then I looked up from trying to get water from my fridge and it said, she would pledge herself for when Gaspard is defeated.
Let me guess. All she wants in return is for me to help her defeat the Duke.
Oh, This is not meant as a bargain by any means, Inquisitor.
Really?
The support of the Empress is not conditional. It will be yours once the negotiations are concluded.
Really?
The Empress is the most skilled diplomat in Thedas. Gaspar is hopelessly out of his depth.
But we have taken enough of your time.
Please, enjoy the masquerade, Inquisitor.
Very interesting. I'm actually torn between what to do. Because in my mind, he would switch Chief Reed. But at the same time, Gaspar military benefits. Seems like a better deal. Seems like a better Inquisition than Daniel.
Good to know.
I guess I'll check that out with the other characters. Ah, it's Sansa. Did I make collective?
I didn't expect the Inquisitor to be so delightful.
I know, right? I'm so sexy and important and amazing and lovely.
This is all so familiar. I half expect my mother to materialize from the crowd and criticize my manners.
Is this how the elite of Tevinter carry on?
I'm interested.
You could almost mistake this for a soiree in the Imperium. The same double-dealing, elegant poison canapes. It's lacking only a few sacrificial slaves and some blood magic. But the night is still young.
Yeah, because Olay, considered the holiest capital, would resort to blood.
Have you seen anything I should know about?
I'm trying to keep watch for magic. You know Tevinters.
Yeah.
We can't cross a room without casting a spell. If there are Tevinter agents here, we'll find them.
What if your mother were actually here? Where would we be then?
Short one mage after he's dragged out by his earlobe.
I'm having difficulty picturing that.
Picture me a young boy of 5 years then. She certainly always has.
I appreciate that you were willing to come here.
And expose myself to all this exquisite finery and exotic wines? Such hardship.
Not everyone's likely to be friendly. That's all I meant.
It's true. You'd think I smelled of cabbages the way they wrinkle their noses. It's of no concern, but thank you.
Though, because, you know, Tevinter and Olay is like at each other's throat. Of course, you know, the fun zone.
Interesting.
In the eavesdrop.
You must be mistaken.
No, I'm quite certain it was blood on the tiles.
Yeah, I saw that.
If they're
too.
playing the game, they're not doing it very well. You don't leave evidence if you play to win.
With Gaspard and that elf woman here, the only one playing to win is Celine.
So Biala is actually here. Can I eavesdrop more?
You only say that because you fancy the Empress's pet apostate. It sickens me to think of the chaos those Maleficarum are causing across the Empire.
Even you cannot deny that the Templars abandoned the faithful in their darkest hour. How can you condone that? They are the ones who should be brought to heel, if you ask me.
True. I hate the fact they just all follow the secret. It makes sense that all of them do all the bad things not to be them, like,
Did you need something?
no.
If I heard correctly, you'd like to stop the rebel mages. We share a common goal.
We have had enough of the pyres and the raids and the constant threat of violence.
Yeah,
My steward will contact your ambassador. I have skilled people who could be put to great use.
Gentlemen,
It's been too long since I've had any word from Valoyo.
side tonight. The unpleasant cheese of the whirlwind has convinced me there is not safety within the palace. I do not expect my cousin to go magic, but I would hardly be surprised if he provoked another infestation. An important chancer is not here. This is an important chancer is missing. Not treated.
That's the bell. I should get back to the ballroom.
Should. Right. Should. Or... No, should. Definitely. Oh. Okay, that's perfect.
That would be the second bell. Fashionably late now.
Uh-oh. I get the feeling I'm not supposed to go. Actually, I gotta go now. I'm so sorry about that. We must like
Well, well. What have we here? The leader of the new Inquisition, fabled herald of the faith. Delivered from the grasp of the Fade by the hand of blessed Andraste herself.
Oh, I missed her.
What could bring such an exalted creature here to the Imperial Court, I wonder? Do even you know?
Very beautiful. God damn, they upgraded her. They look at her dress. They reduced the size of her bosoms.
We may never know. Courtly intrigues and all that.
Such intrigues obscure much, but not all. I am Morrigan. Some call me advisor to Empress Celine on matters of the arcane. You have been very busy this evening, hunting in every dark corner of the palace. Perhaps you and I hunt the same prey.
She's still with purple and black at the bottom. Is that purple or is that velvet?
I don't know. Do we?
You are being coy.
I'm being careful.
Not unwise, here of all places. Allow me to speak first, then. Recently I found and killed an unwelcome guest within these very halls. An agent of Tevinter. So I offer you this, Inquisitor. A key found on the Tevinter's body. Where it leads, I cannot say. Yet if Celine is in danger, I cannot leave her side long enough to search. You can.
I don't know if the developers actually, of course, did most likely did it on purpose, but her dress is in organs. I romance, my main character romance Morgan, of course. They have the words, they have a human baby, so I don't know if it's gonna help with this game or not. But I heard supposedly it's supposed to he thought it could show up here, I don't know. But when Rihanna, and I just recently played it, so I do have it fresh in my mind, that there's this new dialogue you can get, and I got it when I was with the Basil cells. And I was playing it, look, so she said a good dress for her to see her in would be, I've also, I think I heard it when I romanced her, back when we read the Mage Tower. When she told her, she thinks she'd look good dressing up, to show her chapter presents, which are best features to keep her hair up, because, I forgot what the exact reason was, but she also said that she would have like a black dress, or velvet dress, as well, which judging from the pattern on the top, like color, it's velvet, and with gold, accessories and things like that. It's kind of cool.
You left Celine alone. Is that wise?
I must return to her anon, but she is safe enough. For the moment. 'Twould be a great fool who strikes at her in public in front of all her court and the Imperial Guard.
Well, I mean, what do you think Raytheus did from us to the other place before?
What's your interest in protecting Empress Celine? Are you her bodyguard?
Do I seem a bodyguard to you? If anything were to happen to Celine, eyes would turn first to her occult advisor, even if they knew otherwise. There are sharks in the water, and I will not fall prey to them. Not now, not ever.
I feel like that Morgan always ends up in a teaching role. Like, she was supposed to be our guide into the storyline and origins.
Why did you kill the agent? He might have had useful information.
I would not have slain the man on sight had he not attacked me first. Why? Undoubtedly, I caught him in an illicit act. I did not know from whence he came until after the battle, and regret only that I could not capture him alive. What intentions the Imperium has here, I suspect you know far better than I.
Her voice, the look, the way of speaking, sarcastic tone. I love it. I get it. I know what story it opens. I know what this is.
I may find the time to try a door or two.
Proceed with caution, Inquisitor. Enemies abound, and not all of them aligned with Tevinter. What comes next will be most exciting.
Interesting. Oh man, that. Oh wait, that's probably into the ball, right? It's your boy, Skinny Pen.
If it's the will of the Maker that Gaspar take the throne...
My dear Lord Inquisitor.
I'd like your opinion of this gathering, my lady.
It's doomed to fail, of course. Celine knows that. At least it should be amusing. We haven't had such a menagerie at court in living memory.
Have you noticed anything odd this evening?
Too few Imperial guards stand in attendance, my dear. A shame. They are so pleasantly decorative.
Would you care to dance, Lady Mantillon?
You, Inquisitor, are a delight. One does not often find foreigners so well versed in the game. But you have other dances to perform first. Perhaps you will save me a dance for later?
Good evening, milady.
Mistress Nightingale, what a pleasure to see you again. You look radiant.
Marquis, it's been far too long. How's your family in Valchevin?
No complaints, my dear, no complaints. You must come to the chateau to see the girls.
Look at Lady Cambien's slippers. Trimmed with pearls. And emeralds. And those buckles. Toss her into the lake and she'll sink right to the bottom. What a disaster.
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose, and you're concerned about buckles on shoes.
Everyone needs a hobby. Besides, you can learn a great deal about a person from their clothing. Gold and jewels on a dancing slipper. A slipper is easily lost and finds itself in the dust and dirt. She is unconcerned with the possibility of losing the shoe or soiling it. A vulgar display of wealth. But Lady Cambien's family has recently lost most of its holdings. They have their title, but little else. So, how did Cambien acquire such a grand shoe? What has she done? Who has she bedded? These are all useful questions, no?
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
What we need most of all is a stable Olay. Either Celine or Gaspard can give us that.
Damn it, I was hoping you'd be a saving grace like Celine, because only Josephine says Celine.
You're different here than in Skyhold. More approachable, perhaps?
This is Halam Shiral, Inquisitor. This is the Imperial Court. This is the beating heart of the Great Game. Of course, everyone is wearing a mask. I learned this very young. I was still a girl when I attended my first ball. All this, the smiles, the small talk, it is a dance. And like any dance, it can be learned. For some of us, it has become so familiar that the steps may be performed in our sleep.
That's pretty good because the game is all about murder.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
Very interesting. It may not help our investigation, but we can put it to use. A little more dirt like this, and we might have some leverage in the court. If you find more, let me know.
I should go.
I always am.
Why would the Empress invite that elf?
Duke Gaspard has made a fortune at Alliance.
I have an idea. This is a thing. I should invite all of the family to Sky Event this summer.
Did you see Gaspard dance?
I'm so glad Maman did not want to attend. She always ruins everything.
Wow, I have 100 quarter already?